Okay, DGP 106. Back behind the mic, it's Steven and KP recording on a Monday, July 28th.
Howdy, KP. End of the month recap. It's been a while. We were waiting for some news. Shit came in hot and heavy at the end of the month.
July was great, dude. July was great. The only thing is, with 2 days to go, not a lot of sales, but the incomings have been exciting. We were waiting for some splash, and it looks like we are finally splashing some cash.
That's what it's all about. I mean, the sales, we're not Chelsea, right? We don't get that dopamine hit from the sales. We're not like that. We get the hit from the buys, and the buys have been some buys that we've been asking for since the beginning of last season. They finally come. So, Berta in, Berta cooking, Berta chefing. What was it? Berta with the pot, boy. We hot.
Chef Berta, dude, he is absolutely doing what he can. I think that the contract extensions alone have been pretty exciting. Like maybe 2 days ago, there was a little snippet coming out that Saliba could be getting close to an extension. So just put those aside, and finally a winger comes in, Steven. Madueke. Not on the left. Not something that I was expecting. I think the last pod we recorded a month ago. Sorry, gang. We're here. It's the summer. So, but I'm totally for it. There was a lot of weird online discourse that came out when the news was coming out. On the last pod, you said Madueke, whatever. That train, we didn't really talk about everything that was developing at that station. But here we are, man. He's wearing the red and white.
I feel like you're not doing it justice. I mean, give the people the real response here, KP. This man, if you are on Blue Sky, you've seen this man putting out some stuff. He's supportive of the move. Give it to me straight.
I've been defending the move, dude. I think go for it. It's great. I'm so exhausted from seeing. One of the reasons that, we take a bit to record is to just let everything settle down. Don't try to jump in on any ship immediately. Don't try to say the club is wrong. I just feel like so many people are waiting in some kind of bush. That like Homer Simpson meme, dude, where he just like goes into the bushes. They just pop out every now and then, want to say the club is wrong, what we're doing is wrong, and then they go back into their little bush, dude. And I just think back to decisions that are being made. Let's see. It's about spending money, dude. That's what the league has become. There's still no verdict. There's still Chelsea spending money, getting a little slap on the wrist, like 12 million pounds for like breaking some little law. Who cares, dude? If these are the rules you want to play with, okay, go and spend, dude. That's the market. Go and spend.
The fan reaction was kind of crazy. I thought it was over the top. I'm not going to lie. Over the top. On the other hand, I'm on the record saying Madueke doesn't really do it for me. He doesn't move my needle. My personal fan meter, he doesn't really do it for me. Do I think he can be a decent signing for us? Yeah. Hell yeah, I can. I actually talked to a friend who's a Manchester City supporter. You might know him here on the pod. I asked him, like, straight up, what do you think about Madueke? He's like, I think he's good. I like the player. I think he's good. Like, again, we're fans of the Arsenal, raked over the coals again by Chelsea immediately. That's what everyone's thinking. Chelsea. If he had come from another club, I want to say the reaction would have been different. But it's Chelsea yet again. We'll see. Time will tell. I think that's bottom line. You got to give it time. You got to trust the people making the moves. They've made good moves in the past. Why would anything change? I hope this dude comes out and performs, because if he doesn't, KP, it's going to be ugly.
If he doesn't, he'll still have resale value. He's so young, and this overreaction, suddenly everyone became a financial expert. Suddenly everyone felt like they know the books. Like they know exactly what Arsenal's budget is. Like, how do you know what's our budget, dude? I don't understand. Like, none of you are in the know like that. ITK, is that what they say, dude? You're not about that.
Honest reaction, £50 million. Is that higher than you would think he would have gone or lower?
Dude, it's the price. People are having such a hard time dealing with inflation. It's in the market, okay? This is what the price is for a young, good, talented player who creates a lot of chaos. His stats are really impressive, some of the data that people were pulling out. So, but I just feel like, what is it? Just today, I think it came out that Bayern Munich are going to pay like close to 80 million for Luis Diaz. I mean, Luis Diaz is good, but he's 28 still. 80 million? Our striker costs like 60, bro. The one that we've been waiting on costs 60.
I think I saw something, it kind of blew my mind. Luis Diaz had like double-digit goals last year. I'm talking like over 15, I think.
Really?
Which, yeah, surprising because I'm not a Diaz lover, but hey, got to give him the shout out for that. Madueke seems like Martinelli to me. That's just what my gut tells me. I hope I'm wrong. We all know how we feel about Martinelli here the past 2 years. Yeah, 3 years ago, everyone's holding on to this promise. It's now 3 years ago. I think we're holding on to a dream. I hope Madueke is what Martinelli was supposed to be. Young dude, right? He's like 22. I think he's on good wages. It just seemed, I don't know, the hastiness of the deal. Obviously, we don't know anything. What do we know, KP? We don't know anything. It just seemed fast. It's Chelsea. It seems like part of the issue with the reporting, I think, this is what initially made me mad. It was like, they bid 50 million. And that's the initial bid? I was like, what are we doing? Work the price down. Why are you just throwing that? They're like, maybe there was an agreement in the background. We don't know anything, do we? Guy turns out to be a homegrown player. Nobody knew that. So add that to the list. He's homegrown. Love it. That fact alone inflates the price. So we'll see. I can't say that I'm on the Madueke. You know what? That's a lie. I can't say I'm on the Madueke train because he's wearing the red and white. So I have to be on the Madueke train. So I hope for the best.
I think he's going to add a lot of personality to this team. He is going to vibe 100% with Saka, with Declan Rice. The way the fans were reacting, it was as if like the club did zero due diligence. Like, dude, he's an international. He practices with Saka. He practices with Declan Rice. Lewis Skelly has to go up against him when he gets called up to England. Like, the way people react is, okay, I know it's from Chelsea, but it's a Chelsea team that just finished 4th. It's a Chelsea team that's filled with talent. It's a Chelsea team that just won the FIFA World Cup. Like, you might not, the Club World Cup, you might not rate it that highly, the tournament, but they won it. They won the other conference championship, right? Like, they are winning stuff. Yeah. He's coming from a good winning team with a high ceiling. So for him to come and be back, essentially just on paper, it looks like to be Saka's very good backup. And some of the lineups that we've seen in preseason so far, if you add Madueke to that in a cup match, dude, you take that. You take that in a cup match, dude.
Yeah, you take it. Need the depth anyways. There's a potential outgoing on the left wing, I think. Trossard has been mentioned. I know Jesus, 9 left wing, I guess winger, if he's on the field. But he's probably going to go. So I think he can play on the right. I think he ended the season on the left wing. Madueke did. He played some games there. I'm cool with it. Initially, obviously, I don't think I was hype on it. It just seemed like it happened really fast. But again, what do we know? There was probably already something in the works. As time goes on and you sit on it, I think we feel better about our situation. We've added to our depth. We've added to our squad. And you're spot on. They know the guy, right? They know him. It's not like they... I'm sure they went to Declan. They went to Saka. So what do you think about this dude? And if they said he's shit, they probably wouldn't sign him. So, yeah, there's always that.
I think so, dude. And it seems like it's not the first time we're tapping internally to get a vibe check on someone. I mean, Zubimendi finally became official. He's been around the block. We know his other teammates. Definitely there's been conversations there as well. And he's looking pretty good. But also, finally, the striker walks in. Seems like he's had a relationship with Ben White. Seems like he's had a relationship with Trossard. What kind of conversations have taken place there to say, this is our guy, forget Sesko? I was on the Sesko train a bit. I wanted the sauce. But there is something really cool about your striker having his own little celebration. It comes with the persona, dude.
I think we were both on the record saying we were leaning towards Sesko over Gyökeres. Is that right?
Yeah, but I think I definitely said I wouldn't mind it. The celebration is cool. I would like it.
Okay. I'm just stating if there's a listener on here like, nah, these dudes, we weren't like sold on Sesko. I think we just asked the question, like, which one would you prefer? And we both pick Sesko. Now, going through the process, I flipped. This dude wanted the Arsenal. This dude only wants to score goals. I hear him talk. He just seems like, to me, this seems like it's going to work. Like, it's just going to work out. He seems like he has a different mentality than a lot of folks in our squad. Right? A lot of folks in our squad seem like they're maybe more artistic. They're about the football, right? They're about the game and the nuances and all that. This dude seems like he's like smash. Smash goal. Goal smash. More goals. Ball, goal, smash. Like, that's just like in his brain, there's only a few computations. That's what I'm getting from him. And I love it. I want it. I need it. Smash ball into net. Big man. The fire rises.
So you did it. So you got on the comps, huh?
Oh, I absolutely did. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it, baby. Once they confirmed it, it's like, let's see what this dude got. Fast, strong, smash. Like, that's just straight up what he does.
Wearing number 14, man. A lot of pressure. A lot of, again, there was like outbursts about him wearing 14. Who are these people? What are you complaining about? I don't understand, dude.
I'm surprised by that. I love the fact that he came in. Whether they asked him or he said, yeah, I want 14, that's a statement. That in itself is a statement. That is one of the biggest numbers in the club, if not the biggest number. I want it. Give it to me.
Okay, I don't mean to put you on the spot. August isn't even here. Haven't even seen the guy kick a ball in the red and white shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Is he starting day one?
Ooh, I don't think so. You know what? I don't know. Havertz gets a lot of love. Mikel loves Havertz. We know that. I'm interested to see where he's going to fit now. Left 8 spot. You got Declan Rice there, right? Havertz will play at the left 8 at some point this season. Then striker, you just signed the guy, right? Gyökeres is supposed to be the guy now that gets, I want to say, the 20-goal season. That's supposed to be him. So I'm interested to see what happens. I want to say maybe the beginning of the season. I don't know, KP. If I can't sit on the fence, I'm going to say he doesn't start the first game of the season.
That's interesting. Yeah, dude. It's really hard. I mean, 3 weeks. The first game, I think, is in 3 weeks. So that's exciting. Old Trafford, Manchester United. This guy, the way you just described him, though, I'm just thinking about how hyped you were and the sort of pass smash. And so that's why I'm wondering if that's all you've been asking for. Should he just start day one? It is really hard, dude. What does that say to Havertz? Is that going to mess everything up internally? This management part is going to be really tricky and interesting to see how Mikel goes about it. But I feel like he starts, dude. You know how I feel like King Kai, but something's telling me this guy is starting day one, dude.
So it's July 28th. I think he got signed the beginning of this week?
Sunday.
Or the end of last week, excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now he's in Singapore. Like, he met the team out there. If he had been signed earlier, I want to say no doubt he would start. But to the point of it's only a month till the first game. It's not that far, man. It's not that far away. That's why I don't think he does. But he will be starting a majority of the games. I do believe that.
It's so interesting.
Absolutely.
As soon as everything got confirmed, did you see now there's news? Sesko, Manchester United, maybe Newcastle United. There's like different doors opening after we got the guy. And now it's starting to maybe make sense why some of these clubs are really saying this is the price. Because there is a lot of teams who need a Sesko, who need a Gyökeres. So the market is kind of showing its hands a little bit.
Have you seen some stuff that, like, after the fact, like after we signed Gyökeres, the initial plan, this is when Edu was in, the initial plan was Sesko. Like, he was the guy. He was the target. Berta comes in. He likes Gyökeres, but like is reaching out to Leipzig, reaching out to Sesko's team. And they weren't like really sold on it, like because of the change in personnel, because Berta's involved. They just like weren't sold on it yet. And as soon as they got that indication, they were like, all right, I think we're going to hit the brakes a little bit. Gyökeres, what's your deal? And Gyökeres is like, yeah, no, the Asian fee waived. Price, we're basically not going to preseason. We want this move. We want the move. So it was like, all right, gas on that. Sorry, Sesko. And like after the fact, I feel like he might be like, oof, I might have messed up. I might have messed up a little bit.
That's going to be fun to see. 5 years time, where he ends up, how his career turns out. Are we going to just look at this and say, oh man, what a huge mistake? Or it doesn't even have to be, because it's not kind of one against the other. I feel that from an Arsenal fan perspective, we now have a 6'4", left-footed striker in Kai Havertz, ready to go. German international, by the way. Champions League winner. Let me just get some things on the record, right? And on top of that, we have this 6'2", right-footed ball smash guy coming in. Something totally new. Like, I'm for it, dude. This is probably the best striking force that we've had in a while, and you put aside just the goals, the assists, the flair, and you just think about availability. At least it looks like these two players are available, man. 90 minutes, game in, game out, and that matters a lot.
Love that they're available. They both seem like they're dogs. Like Gyökeres seems like he's a dog. We already know Kai. We gave him the label early on. Like, he's got that in him. Gyökeres seems like he's got that too. Watching the comps, he got something in him that's a little nasty. So I like it. Gotta say, what I was saying earlier, there's like the yin and yang of the two players as well. Like, yeah, I think they both have a nasty side, but the way they play is just different. Kai Havertz is the player that gets players involved, is playing off of other people, whereas Gyökeres is the guy that's like, I'm going straight forward, I'm aggressive, straight into goal. So having players that can work in tandem like that, it's important, right? You don't want all players to be the same type. When a game needs to change, you pull someone off of your bench. Either one of them, I'm sure they can make a huge impact.
And the feeling I really get about this signing is one of the big tactical changes we should look for is no more cutback, cross back post. I feel like this season, the solution to the low block is just going to be right down the fucking middle, dude. We're coming. And that's exciting, dude. That's exciting.
I know we'll do like the preseason. We'll have to do a pod, preseason predictions and whatnot. Straight up today, Premier League goals. If you had to put a number on this dude, what you got?
Oh, man, dude. So by December, halfway through the season, by the end of December, at the exact halfway point, it's 19 games played. And this guy is coming in, and I think he's going to be close to 20 by January. Wow. That's what I'm telling you today.
Wow.
That's the expectation, dude.
He said, fuck the skis. I'm getting ahead of it. I'm going straight down the hill.
I'm doing a ski jump right off the ramp, dude. I'm catching up speed.
I love that from you. I just have like these... The reason why I'm so hype on this one, and like watching this dude, he loves scoring. Like, he just seems like he has that hunger in him. How many times have we seen our team, like Saka putting a ball in front of goal and nobody's there? Trossard on the left, Martinelli putting a ball across the six and just like nobody's there. We're finding the other spaces. We're being the cute, like, oh, find me on the cutback. But no one's like that, has that heart in them to just like go straight in, right? He seems like he's that dude. Like, watching the comps, like how he scores some of his goals. Some of them are just nasty goals. He gets in there, gets his foot on it, hits it hard, blows it right by the keeper. I don't know if he's aiming or not. He's just hitting it hard in the direction of the goal. So 20 by January? I don't know, man. Should I take the over? Should I take the...
Here's how I'll answer you, dude. I will say full season... I think he's scoring more than 30 in the Premier League. That is my expectation. That's my realistic expectation.
I love that.
I think he should score 30 goals.
I'm going over 20 for the season in the Pro. But I honestly wouldn't be surprised just because of the way we play and what I just said. There's so many opportunities for this guy to score. There are going to be so many opportunities.
Kai Havertz was already on his way to 20, and he got hurt in January. So, and you think about the changes that have been needed. One of the reasons I'm excited about this signing, one of the reasons that I'm fine with Madueke, last year's team was good. Like, people act like the same players from last season weren't good at all. It's like, they were pretty good. Some of them didn't even hit full form. So expectations are really high for a collective to perform. And you bring in a player like this, and I want to see goals, and I want to see us try to make it look too easy. I want it to feel it's too easy. Scoring for us is too easy, dude. We are winning games 3-0. Like, easy. The way, one of the things I love about this guy is you had shared with me the little interview that they did with him. About, they asked him if he would rather score a hat trick or a game winner,
a last minute winner. Yeah, a last minute winner.
And what he picked? What?
This dude said he thought about it for a second. He said, "Hat trick. I want a hat trick. I want to score. I want to bang in goals. If I'm scoring a hat trick and I got Big Gabby and Saliba behind me, we're winning. I don't need a last minute winner. Fuck a last minute winner. Give me a hat trick."
We deserve to see hat tricks, dude. It's been a minute for people in Arsenal to consistently get hat tricks, to consistently get a brace, dude. Fuck that. Like, honestly, to have a player who will score 2 goals in like 3 games out of 6, we haven't had that, bro.
I think the last hat trick we had, shout out to him, Eddie Nketiah.
Right? Oh, man, yep.
Eddie Nketiah, I think, was the last hat trick we had. Our old X14.
Yeah, the real 14, dude.
I hope it's not a curse number. I'm hype on the move, man. That was a good shout out. Unlocking other players. Didn't hit full form last year. Martin Odegaard with this guy, right? I think, again, King Kai is just a different type of player. Sure, Kai, you always can see him making runs and not get played. This guy, to me, is almost demanding the ball, right? Just his presence seems like a guy, like a Holland. He's just big body. He's going to be making a run. He's fast. It's like, play me the ball. So if Odegaard can start hitting those passes consistently, can unlock something in him. Obviously, Saka's going to do what Saka does. His numbers are going to be fantastic. So I think everyone can level up with a striker like this.
Yeah, and just to do a quick pulse check on the pod, let me say, everything could change tomorrow. Look at Mikel Merino. We were excited about that, and it took a few months for him to actually get on the pitch. You never know. It is football at the end of the day. But right now, the vibes are pretty high, dude, because in addition to adding to the attack, we also got confirmation that Mascara is coming in to fill that youth development center back role. That's pretty exciting.
Another Spanish boy. I like that. The Spanish players are hot right now. So I like adding him in. Now there's the 4 of them. It's Mosquera, Zubamendi, Kepa the new dude, and then Merino. I almost forgot his name there. Merino. So the 4 of them together, I think that's pretty tight.
That is really cool. And the 4 of them together, Mikel, we know Mikel can speak a lot of languages, and it's pretty exciting though for this guy to come in and fill the role. I've watched a little bit of him, his comps really, and looks like he loves a good tackle. So he'll be getting stuck in. Still a little young. He's got that in him, you know. But hey, if you're getting to learn from Big Gabby and Saliba, those are good training sessions, man.
Yeah, filling in for the spot now. We have Tomiyasu gone. Needed someone to fill a spot. I think the all-in price was £17 million. That's an Arsenal signing right there. Someone we can develop. He's probably not going to get a ton of time. He will get time, but just not a ton. But the back line that we have, if he can develop, if there's the best place to develop as far as defense goes, like, this has got to be the spot, right? We have so many good players that he can learn from.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, there's no pressure, high ceiling. Let's try it out. Love to see it. Love to see those traditions really stick around the club, man. That always warms you up. Have you been watching any of these preseason matches? I know we played against AC Milan and I think Newcastle so far.
No, didn't catch a lick of either of them. I was in Guam not that long ago, so halfway around the world. I was in the time zone, but there was no preseason game while I was there, so I didn't. It was, I guess the game would have been last night there, and I was already back home, flying back, so I missed it. I've seen the highlights. I think the player you really got to highlight is the kid. Halen just can't keep getting away with this. This kid, Max Dowman, he looks good, KP. He looks good.
So far, he has stolen the show. For sure, man.
Can't keep getting away with it. He looks serious. For a 15-year-old kid, the way he moves is... like when Neri, 15, he looked like a 15-year-old. Like, he just looked younger. Physically wasn't up to it. This guy, his like physicality just seems like it's a level up on what Neri had at that age. So I'm very excited to see what he does. I would imagine he might get a shout out in a cup game, like one of the early cup games. I would not be surprised to see him get on the field this season.
Yeah, dude, let me just first give a huge shout out to the Arsenal fan community online. You know, sometimes they disappoint me with some of their hot takes, but sometimes they really impress with the speed that they turn around these comps, dude. The game just ends, Steven. And forget the highlights. I'm getting player comps within like 5 minutes, dude.
Shout out, yeah. Incredible stuff from the fan base.
Like, is that actually the fan base? Is some of that just part of the Arsenal marketing community? That, because like, 1, where are you getting the footage? 2, how are you turning it around so fast? 3, like, you're telling me you sat there and you, like, is it AI? This is incredible work, guys. Like, really pat yourself on the back, but not as much as Max Naumann. He has, when you say physicality, what do you mean specifically that's like standing out? Because to me, it seems like it's the pace. That his pace is really up to it. He's a little light still, but the pace is there, man.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's like a powerful, like has the strength, but he seems like the way he moves out there with these grown men is like equal. He doesn't look like he's slight. And when I mean slight, yeah, he is small, and I don't think he's obviously not as strong as them, like built that way. But the way he moves out there, like he's flowing, he's moving past people. Like he physically seems like he's up to that challenge on that side of it. And I would say the pace side. Obviously, as he grows, the strength and like the physical part of his body will become part of it. But Waneri seemed small. Like he just looked really small. Yeah, he's quick, but I mean, I guess we've seen him get kind of bodied out of games a little bit. This dude, I see him take some fouls against Newcastle. They weren't fouls where like we're going shoulder to shoulder and he's just getting barged. It was like, I'm going past you and then they're taking him down. It was just different. It just looks a little different.
He has the blow by, dude. He's got the blow by. I'm telling you, he said, see ya. Uh-oh. And a couple of times against Newcastle, especially the Milan game, he didn't really, I think, get the extended comp that I wanted, but for Newcastle, it seemed like he got a full 30 minutes, which is exciting for him. And he was involved in a shot that got saved. That run was really impressive. Obviously, the spun out from the corner to draw the penalty was really impressive. He sent Joe Linton for a hot dog somewhere in the middle. It looked like he got a slap in the face. So, like him, exciting, but no pressure.
It's exciting
because it's like, do you loan that player out now that you've seen this, or is it too young?
I don't think he gets loaned out. I want to say he's too good to get loaned out. And what I'm saying is there's players that are just too good that you don't loan out. Saka, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Waneri, like they didn't get loaned out. They're cut of a different cloth, all right? I just don't think you do that to a dude like this.
I like that, dude. I like that. To him being slight, another player who's kind of a little bit smaller, but seems to be having a really good preseason is Zubimendi. He looks pretty exciting. Some of the comps that I watched of him, really quick on the ball, really nice passes, and dude, just not afraid to go for the split. I'd love to see a guy in the middle go for the split.
He seems like a guy that's passing the ball forward. His intent when he gets it, like, I'm going forward. If the option is there, I'm taking it. Move the ball forward. That's really all you can ask for right now. You know us. We're sick of the horseshoe. We're sick of the playing back. Control, blah, 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 blah. Play the ball forward. Now we have the 14 to go with it.
Yes, sir.
Play the ball forward. Play the ball forward.
That's a good shout out, dude. This Madueke signing, going back to it, that seems like a very forward playing guy. Like, let's just go for it. I'm hoping we see some kitchen sink action next season, dude. I would freaking love that. It looked like in the Milan game, Big Gabby was supposed to start, but they said that he didn't play, picked up something. In the Milan game, someone who did impress from the back line was Kiwior. Oh,
he got the assist, yeah.
He did, dude. Really nice cross from him for the Saka goal. Really nice movement from Saka on that. That's super exciting. Saka looks good. I was a little worried about hamstring, but he looks good. But Kiwior, good whippage, man. I think he sticks around, Stephen. The reason we're not seeing a lot of sales is also because, like, we're really good and we're holding on to the good that we have.
I do think he sticks around. It was after the Newcastle game. Calafiori, came off with a knock. Like a potential, he felt something is what Mikel said. He felt something, so we got him off. We still have to assess. And I have not seen what that is or if it's anything at all. But he's obviously a player that's prone to injury, right? Next up is Kiwior. And I'm on the Kiwior train. I'm comfortable with him now. He obviously can play. He's to the level. He's an Arsenal player. I would love to have him just based on our injury record alone, man. You got to have a player like that around. That's always available.
Yeah, it's really sad to see the Calafiori news. Expecting a big season from him. Really am. And some of the stuff I've seen during preseason, the saddest part is that it looks good. It looks good, dude. When he's playing, when he's on the ball, some of the passes he's making, I saw a couple that he just hits the diagonal to the winger, but from past the halfway line. And it's so great. We need that. We need so much more of that. Big Gabby, still not there. The long passing, still not to the same quality. Nothing there's wrong with it, but just not to the same quality.
He doesn't hit those cross-field balls. He's good at playing the ball on the same side, I think. He can't hit the cross-field pass yet. Nah, Calafiori is such a great player to actually watch. He's so aesthetically pleasing. Whether it's the runs, the way he actually passes the ball. I think the runs he makes obviously are just incredible. The hair flowing. It's great to watch him. It is just a shame. It seems like if this is going to keep happening to him, we're never actually going to see him on top form, see that potential if this keeps happening. So what are you going to do when a player's like this? I really don't know. We've had so many players in our history like this. So you just kind of cross your fingers and hope not. Hope that isn't the case.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny that I feel like the lesson we've learned is, we're going to stick it out. It looks so good. When it's healthy, it looks so good. We're going to stick it out. So I'm not expecting him to go anywhere. That Milan game went to a penalty shootout. Kepa had a great performance in the penalty shootout. It looked like he saved 3 of them. So that's also super exciting to know we've signed an actually competent backup who is evidently good at penalties, something not in our DNA.
It would be nice to see your backup keeper actually play a few cup games because they're not cup tied, right? That would be nice if that can happen for David Raya to actually sit down, get a breather. Kepa, go do your thing. We know you can play. Go do it.
Dude, absolutely, man. I mean, did you look at the lineup for the Newcastle game? The starting lineup for it was Havertz, Saka, Trossard, Zubimendi, Ethan, Marino, Luis Skelly, Calafiori, Saliba, Ben White. You stick a Kepa in there, you take that lineup all day in a cup match. Easy.
I mean, he's a good player, right? That's one of the weird ones where he comes to us, the price that he came, how well he played at Bournemouth. It's like almost surprising. Like, why wasn't anybody else in for this dude? It's just very surprising. A funny side note is Emmy Martinez. Did you see like nobody's really interested in him right now for Aston Villa after he did like the crying goodbye last season, and the asking price Villa put up was something like great. I think it was like 40 mil. It's like an aging keeper. Obviously, I think is on the decline, just not as good as he was. He had like a 3-year run where he was incredible. It's like, you got this dude for 5 mil, please.
Well, when you say that we never know what kind of conversations are happening in the background, look, we probably went in for Kepa at first, right? And we're chatting with them. And it's like, all right, let's close this deal. Obviously, he has a release clause for $5 million. So, and you don't really want him to go. Pick another player that we also want, and we'll add another 15 on top of it. So maybe the Madueke price was actually 35, and we were like, hey, if you sell Kepa to us, here's another 15 sweetener. I don't know. I'm not inside that room, but I'm not surprised if the conversation like that is happening. Also, like, use your imagination, guys. Your imagination doesn't have to be always, oh no, what a bad deal.
I like that. Add a little conspiracy to it.
Why not? It's a podcast. Get over yourself.
That's not the craziest thing I've ever heard. So I'm all for that. I'm about to put that into the, I'm about to tweet that out or go put it on Reddit or something and let people do with it what they will.
All right, man. What else? Oh, from these preseason matches, the one guy who's also impressed has been Mikel Merino. Actually seeing him play in the middle, he scored a really nice goal against Newcastle. He's ice cold with it, dude. His finishing, oh my gosh.
I have not seen those comps, so I couldn't tell you, but I did see that he scored. So it was a nice goal, a tidy finish.
Really nice goal, dude. He wins the ball back, kind of like around their final third, gives it out to Trossard. Trossard plays it out to Havertz. Havertz clean layoff, just outside the box, dude. Little finesse on the ground in the corner. Beautiful.
Ooh.
You should check it out, man.
Speaking of Trossard, I've seen him like potentially on the chopping block. He's one of the players that are actually mentioned for sales. Not a lot of movement. But if he leaves, it almost like has to be a winger at this point that leaves, right? Martinelli, Trossard, Saka, Madueke, and then you got some of the young kids, say like Waneri is probably going to end up playing on the wing. Like one of them has to go, right?
I feel like the biggest revelation, is that the word for it, this summer has been that a lot of Arsenal fans are realizing the left wing is a fucking problem, dude. We've said it for 2 years on this podcast, but it seems like it's finally starting to click, dude.
So you got Reece Nelson, Trossard, and Martinelli. I'm obviously on the record. I love Trossard. I think he's the best left wing in the squad. Martinelli's good. He's solid. But Trossard's my guy. That's who I'm choosing every day. Again, he's 30. I get that he's kind of like coming to that age. If you're ever going to recoup funds for him, it's probably going to be now. So if he leaves, like, I'm all right with that. Dare I say it, he leaves. Reece Nelson leaves. I think Fulham's interested in him. One more winger. Bring him in.
Look, I don't know what the books look like, but I'm getting the feeling Berta is about that spend money life, dude. That is the vibe and energy that he's putting out in the universe, and I am receiving it. And I'm here to tell you, there is at least another 50 million laying around, dude. At least.
Wow.
There has to be. And whether it's an Eze, whether it's a Rodrigo, whether it's somebody I don't even know, but you found them for 50. I'm cool with it, dude. Give me something else out there with its head up.
I'm with that. I just see Reece Nelson leaving. I think it would probably be the best for him. Trossard leaving. One of them got to go. Martinelli or Trossard have to go. I think we know the left wing is messed up. One of them has to go. We need a new player injected over there. So, see you later. One of you two.
If I'm looking at the current squad And I'm even saying, Gabriel Jesus, the day you come back, I want to see you out on the left wing.
Facts.
That's facts. That's
man.
A lot of players out there who are just not churning out what needs to be churned out. So even with the Gabriel Jesus, I don't know, man. Sell them all if you can. Terminate a contract if you can. Figure it out. Bring in a new player. Left wing needs some kind of upgrade. And Trossard is the one that really breaks my heart. It does. But hey, man, never been about that sentiment anyways.
It's really sad. I had that thought as well, man. Jesus on the left wing? Yeah, I'd like to see it. That's the sad state of like where we're at with the left wing. That we're asking a dude that's knees blown out once. He just got hurt last season again. Can he be our solution on the left wing? Wow. We are really going that direction.
Where else is he going to play? If you look at the current lineup, everybody's healthy. Where else is he? The only place that you look at and you think, he could get in there. He could get in there. That's the state of it. So do something about it.
Sad. It's a sad state over there. Madueke, who knows? Maybe he can play on the left wing. I have no clue. I would almost think that he'll get a run over there at one point, maybe a game or two, just to see what he looks like. But if we can get Eze, I'm down. If Berta's that guy, he has it in his locker to pull a Rodrigo out of his. I'm all for it. Pull it.
Here's the thing.
I'm all for it.
Here's the thing about Madueke. Left wing, no way. Match week 1. No way, match week 1.
No.
But another player that you sign, an Eze? Maybe. Eze, match week 1? Yeah, dude, he's got that starter blood in him.
He knows the league. He knows the league like that.
He knows the league, dude. Never forget that.
I'm all for getting a left wing. I really do think Trossard or Martinelli and Reece Nelson. I'm pretty sure Reece Nelson's already linked to Fulham, like on a move. Respecting Reece Nelson, but yeah, he needs to go. Jesus linked to Brazil. He should go. But yeah, one more guy needs to leave so we can bring in one more hot transfer. One more.
At least another 50. Find it. It's there. So I know August is coming up, so we'll probably start to get behind a mic a little bit more frequently. Something big that did happen in July that we should probably wrap up with is the Euros. The women's Euros came to an end, and congratulations, England. You won a penalty shootout.
Did you see the winning penalty?
Arsenal through and through, right?
Hop, skip, yeah, hop, skip, smash. I was like, damn, that's tight. That was tight. I think it was a bad run of penalties. And then you see her go up there and just smash it. It's like, yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I don't know. There was some stick about the penalty quality that I heard too, but I felt like they were good saves. It's not like they were... The only person who missed a goal was the last one from Spain. Everybody else got saved by both keepers, and they were pretty good saves. So don't want to take anything away from the goalkeepers there. That's all. But England's pretty cool for Arsenal women, man. A few of them involved in 2 European championships this year. So hopefully a sign of what's to come.
Yeah, shout out to Chloe Kelly. So she's the one who hit the penalty. I think Leah Williamson. I saw Ballon d'Or. Who knows?
Really?
Won the Champions League, won the Euros. Why not? Why not her? Hey, should we start the campaign?
The campaign starts now. Get the comps. Chat, get the comps. All right, man. Anything else you want to get on the pod?
No, we're going to probably start hitting it hot and heavy here in August. Predictions. Oof. What a time. It's always fun to do predictions here on DGP. Because, again, fuck the skis. We getting ahead of ourselves, baby.
We're jumping, man. Jumping. Both feet in. We are ready for... Honestly, maybe like Invincibles 2.0, maybe, I don't know, maybe a treble. I think a lot of things are in the cards, and I can't wait. I can't wait to find some of the old docs and figure out what kind of things you want to chat about, but it's going to be fun. So if you haven't subscribed, probably a good time if you've enjoyed the chatter to get a little bit more involved with the pod. We appreciate you, and we wish you a really, really good rest of the week, even though there's a really ugly, weird derby game happening somewhere in Asia. So hope you have a good one, and we'll see you on the other side.
Be easy.